Well, what's going on, guys? Brandon from Boiling Trading. We're going to go over the small account challenge that we're working with today. Let me go up there and grab that up here. So, portfolio where we're sitting here right now, we're waiting for those Google expirations that I was talking about today. So, overall, chuck that $300 in here. Just shy of $500, so almost $200 on the last 3-4 trade days here this week. We did have those Google spreads close out or decay, rather. They were just long put credit spread. So all we had to do is have the Google closed above 205 today, and we collected another 100 something, whatever it was. So besides that, the small account challenge ended up, and we'll go over the trade, just the technical side of it real quick on Google. And then beyond, which I had to reclose out and change up. Google's tech bid is pretty simple. We had a bunch of higher lows stacking for the 200 EMA here in the 4 hour. Had a big gap up, followed the market trend up, had a real big day. I figured if it was going to relax and pull back into heavy support here in the top of those top consolidation wicks right here, we would have at least a 1205 support. So I took out 2 separate contracts here where as long as it closed above 205 today, we would rack in the credit for those sold puts, right? So selling puts, grabbing those premiums, locking in the profit here. Couple of scary dips right there. You can see in the account reflecting as it went down here, but held above the 205. Not thoroughly impressed with Robinhood's an hour before execution. They jipped me out of $10. Essentially not the end of the world, but should be 506. They filled at like 0.10, which is like on the ask at an hour before, so it was 0 to 0.10, and for some odd reason they closed my spread. But it is Robinhood. It is the worst platform in the world. The only reason we're using it is because it's free, quick, and has instant deposits. So it is what it is. On a small account, every dollar counts. So 24% today. The other trade I wanted to go over real quick with the small account challenge was Beyond Meats. I reversed to a short spread today on this one on the other account. I ended up taking a 150 for next week. So 150 call I had sold for September 13th, and then I had purchased a 152.50. So that is a short biased option there. I'm looking for it to get under 150 next week, which should be pretty easy. The only thing that was stopping us here today, we have 2 different really strong interaction trends after the gap down under the 9, and we have 2 different algo trends for confirmed weakness here. So I think we should be able to come down. It's like $25 red right now, but we should be able to collect about 130 or so on the other account, on the Tastyworks account here, once this kind of scales in. So this is an all-time low to current lower high area here on the daily. With an algo short, so it's on the back side of this line. So as long as I got it a little early here on the short spread here at the 100 EMA rejection, it was doing really good for throughout the day. Had a little squeeze, which is fine. I didn't wait for the big retrace anyway. So as long as it didn't recoup these 2 white lines right here, we're still going to stay bearish. So as long as we close under these trends, we should be just fine on Beyond. So right now we're just watching Beyond. I do have a call spread on SPY as well that I took out on the other account, which is just Tastyworks. I was looking for a really strong close here and a gap and go up to all-time high. So as long as we close above 301, we have a 4-contract spread on the SPY as well. It looks like it's about $7 red right now, but we had sold 2 of the 301 puts and bought 2 of the 300. We got 2 weeks out on that one. So in the next 2 weeks, if we're up and above and we can close these spreads up in the 301 range there, let them decay a little bit, or just close out a little bit of a profit there. I'll be perfectly fine with that. Looks like the SPY is real bullish here. We were calling the bullish move here after the weekly chart had played out perfectly to the 50 EMA kind of hold higher low and breakout. So we're just waiting for everything to correct and re-come back here. So that's just a small update on the small account challenge. Started at 300. I was hoping for 100% on the whole account today, but the Beyond Meats kind of reversed on us. Didn't hold its gains yesterday, so that's something I didn't mention. We were up here, and this was that short algo trend, right? I had to close out of my position. This is that red short trend I was talking about right here that comes in on one of my elite systems that I use the backside of trends. So as it squeezed up and over, it looked really strong, held it. And then soon as we started lower highing here and watched, that's not the, there we go. As soon as we started lower highing here on this algo trend, we couldn't hold above that algo trend. So I'm like, okay, well, she's going to come down. So just waiting for the confirmation weakness, pop back up here, and then I had to sell off. I ended up taking a $2 loss. Could have locked in maybe 30, 40 bucks there. So probably should have once I seen the algo line swap right here. Tried to close the spread, didn't get any fills, no big deal. But I swapped to puts. So now we're going to be just fine by the end of the day here. If it gaps up and goes the other way, we got a whole week yet of time. So we just got to see if it comes backing up on the 4-hour 9 EMA here. That'll be the next weight and the next pressure on it. So even if it does squeeze up, it doesn't really matter. I know the time decay is going to work in our favor later on next week. So hopefully this will get back down there. We'll be able to collect on that. But that's all I got for the small account challenge today. Closing out a nice green week. Hope you guys enjoy the weekend. We'll see you guys bright and early Monday.